W's and L's, a weekly recap show where we give a dub to the things that we like and an L to the things that we don't. It's on you.
All right, here we go. Positivity first, as always. Giving a dub out to Michael Capana and Amarion Stewart.
Gross.
Two of the latest additions to the, I think, number 2 class in the country right now, Michigan Wolverines.
Very gross.
Thank you both. 4-star wide receiver out of Illinois. I believe it is Amarion Stewart. And 3-star running back, out of Bishop Gorman out of Nevada. Same high school as Tate Martell.
You don't have to mention that every time.
Yeah, we do. Beyond the 3-star ranking, 1,000 yards, less than 100 carries. Quick math, that's around 15 yards a carry, y'all. That's nuts. So, yeah, I'll take that. Probably out on the Taylor Tatum sweepstakes, but it seems like he probably wants to be a number 1 guy, and that's why he's out to USC. So, good luck to that. And, we will move on. Shout out to Kai Pana and Stewart, though. All right, we'll spend a little bit more time on this one because this is actually a pastime of mine, and it's actually something I've been reintroducing to my son as of late, so that when the live action one comes out, we'll be prepared. So we started watching Avatar: The Last Airbender on Netflix, and they actually just had the first look set photos from it drop lately. So they got a picture of Aang that I saw. That shit looks dope. It looks better than the M. Night Shyamalan one. I don't understand what went wrong with Avatar for him. I love M. Night Shyamalan and just about everything he's made, except for that Avatar movie.
There's source material, so he couldn't make a plot twist.
Maybe, but even still, it was there, man. Like, it was ready made. The only thing you had to do was do the shit.
You mean I can't do a plot twist? What do I do now?
Then he changed it. He changed the firebender skill. It was weird. It was like all the other benders could use the natural elements, except for fire. They had to already have fire around them. It was like, okay, well, but what? That doesn't, I don't know. This is kind of weak. Yeah. I don't know. Everybody has a dud, I guess.
But I mean, at least
Rian Johnson made Last Skywalker. Or Last Jedi, whatever that movie was called. So, but then he made Knives Out and Glass Onion, which were 2 terrific movies. So everybody has a dud. But yeah, no, really excited about Avatar: Last Airbender. I'm excited for that. Looks good. I'm going to trust Netflix with a big budget to actually put some effort into this. And then with them having that deal with Nickelodeon, I think they'll be able to stay pretty close to the source, or they have no reason to go away from it. And that's what works. Obviously, that one, and then Korra, the second installment with the other Avatar, is streaming pretty well. It's still on the service. It's always in the recommended section for me. So
because you're watching Avatar,
well, probably. But I would think.
But yeah.
As far as animated cartoons go, you tell me. Is Avatar not one of the most suggested for y'all too? Let me know.
I don't watch Netflix as much anymore, so
you don't watch anything.
I'm watching Euphoria right now.
What season?
Season 2.
Okay, that ain't bad.
And I just finished Insecure weeks ago.
Okay, yeah, that's bad. I thought I was bad. Because I didn't finish Insecure until like 4 or 5 months ago.
Oh, it's not that bad then.
No, it's terrible.
I don't feel as bad.
I was already almost a year from its series premiere.
I don't feel as bad now.
I was a year away from the series premiere when I finished the last season. No. The last season.
Oh, just the last season.
Just the last season.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I started from front to back.
Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ.
I wanted to watch it. It was on HBO, and I'm like, I don't have cable like that, so like, I can't join in with all my friends. I'm totally joking, by the way.
Okay. Anyways, on to the L's. The Flash is getting my first L.
Whew.
Talk about a crater, y'all. Hey, congratulations, folks. We can officially stop debating over whether or not Ezra Miller is playing the Flash ever again. It's over. It's Dunskies. They are going upriver. Okay, and they're going to have to deal with whatever legal issues they got pending after this movie, because it's OV. This movie is tracking worse than Ant-Man and the Wasp.
The only movie doing worse than it is Elemental.
Jesus, Disney. Not to be one-upped, huh? Not to be outdone. Oh, man. Pixar hasn't had a good project in a while, man. I think I was telling you earlier, the last Pixar project that I really got excited about was, like, Up, I think.
Soul.
Like, even the last... Oh,
Soul.
Soul. Yeah, Soul. But that was disappointing for other reasons. Same thing with Toy Story. Like, I was kind of geeked about Toy Story, but then it was like... It just felt like the whole movie was about bringing back Bo Peep.
Yeah.
Like, we already had an arc where Woody goes away from his kid. It passes him off to another set of toys. Like, we already did that with Andy. I feel like the little girl, I can't remember her name now, but she's still of a kid age, so there's absolutely no reason for Woody to go on this, oh, I'm leaving the kid to you guys, and I'm going to live the rest of my life with Bo Peep. Like, doesn't it make more sense that Bo Peep would get on the fucking RV and go live with the rest of the toys where they're still being played with?
Yeah.
But anyways, whatever. Elemental and Flash fighting for least profitable this weekend is not what those two studios were hoping for.
No.
But this is an example of why I'm very skeptical and I'm very worried about the Blade movie for Marvel. The longer these type of films, superhero films, take to get made, the less interest you are going to have at the onset of your movie, man. People have been talking about this movie coming out for almost a decade. And then you've allowed for all of the controversy of the star to boil over the top, which seems to have been going since you started filming. Mm-hmm. That, you know what? Seeing those two things lined up against each other, how long this movie took to actually get out, and the controversy that its star has been embroiled in, that seems like for a very long time, those things probably run hand in hand to a certain degree. I'd have to believe they do. He's probably be the reason why some of this is taking so long. I can't imagine going in and out of courts explaining why you're kidnapping people or transporting minors across state lines helps with the recording schedule. But he's done now, though. We don't have to worry about that anymore. We don't have to parse through it. We don't have to predict. Dunskies, recasting the Flash coming soon. It's happening. They're not going to do a Flash 2 because there's no reason to it. If they do another Flash movie, it'll be called something else. And it won't be Ezra Miller. This whole project is done. It's over.
James Gunn to take over now. So.
It is over. Now, the interesting thing is, though, is that this movie is going to run right into Indiana Jones, which is another movie that doesn't really have a whole lot of positive vibe around it. So it's going to be really interesting to see those two movies duke it out for at least 2 weeks before, Mission Impossible and Oppenheimer and all of them get into the game. But to see Indiana Jones and Flash kind of duke it out for a couple of weeks to see whose poop stinks the worst before the big dogs actually enter the fray and start eating up the audience.
Oof, yikes.
I guess that's a good segue to another L I have on my list, so I will avoid you for a minute. Tom Cruise is an angry camper because Oppenheimer is getting all of the IMAX theaters. They're getting most of the preferential treatment for the IMAX theaters.
That is pretty interesting.
I gotta be honest, man. I don't agree with that. I do not agree with that at all. Like, I guess for the actual witnessing of an atomic bomb going off, I would want to have that type of sound.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like, for that scene, wherever it pops up in this movie, I'm actually absolutely going to want to see that.
Yeah.
Beyond that, a bunch of talking.
Some very
complex dialogue, I'm sure. Some history is going to be in here. Some things I didn't know happened. But other than that, I don't need to see that movie on fucking IMAX.
Give it to the spy thriller.
Yeah, man, what? Part 1 of the last Mission Impossible saga? I want to see it on IMAX, bro. I want to see it on IMAX. Now, in spite of that, I think that movie is going to outperform Oppenheimer easily.
Yeah.
I think that movie is going to outperform Oppenheimer and everything else in its purview. I think it's an oversight, and whatever, your boy, not Cameron, what is that guy's name? Did Batman, Nolan. Whatever relationships Nolan has obviously paid off well in this fight to get those IMAX theaters. So
Yeah.
I guess, man. I guess.
You think Mission Impossible is going to do close to, at least, maybe not sale-wise, but popularity of Top Gun?
I think it'll get close, yeah. I think it'll do Top Gun Maverick numbers, honestly. I think Tom Cruise gets it. I think he understands the action genre to a T. I think he gets how to do it. And he's managed to stay out of the social messaging wars.
Yeah.
Right? There's some people or actors on the right that try to pull him towards that, but I don't think that's decidedly where his content is leading. I think he's making action movies for the sake of action goers. So he gets it. He understands character. He understands arcs. He understands what people are coming in there to see, so he knows how to deliver on it. I absolutely expect Top Gun Maverick like numbers and legs for Mission Impossible. Ultimately, he's getting the L because he wanted the IMAX theaters and he's not getting them. But beyond that, I think this movie's going to perform really well.
I see that.
All right, next L. Got to give it to your homeboy over here for the hating spree he was going on Twitter while I couldn't have internet and I couldn't respond.
It was 2 tweets.
Hating spree.
2 tweets.
Hating spree.
As an Ohio State fan,
listen to the hate.
Do you really expect any different?
Listen to the hate, y'all. Listen to the
I
hate.
just told you one of my accomplishments is getting blocked from Desmond Howard.
That's just petty.
It is. But as a Buckeye fan, I love it.
There it is. Yeah, there we go. That was the one. I went back to the Darian Mayo thing. Here we go. So it's a retweet from College Football Report. Michigan crystal ball count 9. 4-star Taylor Tatum. 4-star Aaron Childs, who committed elsewhere. 4-star Brian Robinson. 4-star Bennett Warren. 4-star Jacob Smith. 4-star Elias Rudolph. 4-star Jeremiah Beasley. 4-star Jordan Shipp, and 4-star Dominic Nichols. Michigan currently has the number 2 recruiting class. Right? Here's this guy's retweet. Michigan lost Boo Carter tonight. Can't wait to see him lose Taylor Tatum too. You know whose name is not on this list? Boo Carter. He ain't even on the crystal ball prediction list, and this man trying to drag our name through the mud.
He's not on the list.
He wasn't even projected to go to us. And then he's wishing Taylor Tatum away too. Taylor Tatum might just say fucking and say, hey, look, I want to go play for the best running back coach in the country, which is Mike Hart.
He wants me to be not proud of this, but I think it's hilarious.
Just hate. And I just needed y'all to see.
I specifically made that tweet for his response, and he didn't see it until today, but
just hate.
I do. I hate Michigan.
Okay.
All my heart.
Here we go. Next L. Oh, y'all. We're not paying attention enough to this. It's a problem. And I think we need to speak up and protest. Tyler Perry looks like he's legitimately going to buy BET, y'all.
Yes. Yep.
We can't allow this to... Okay, let me ask you a question. Do you like the content on BET right now?
No.
Any of you? Does anybody legitimately like the content on BET right now?
No.
What is 90% of the content on BET right now? It's either reruns or Tyler Perry specials.
Yes, correct.
Every other show on every BET original show right now is Tyler Perry's work.
Or edited Baby Boy.
You want that man to have the entire company and own it? Look, now I've long been a proponent of BET being black owned. And to tear that arm out of Viacom, I would love that to be a thing. But giving it to Tyler Perry is cutting off your arm to cut off your other arm. Pot, see kettle. Whatever other adage or analogy you need, apply it here. Because the worst possible thing you can do is take BET away from white people and hand it to fucking Tyler Perry.
When you're right, you're right.
Hey, fam. Please don't let this happen. Listen, I will start the petition right now. Change.org / hell no. Get the fuck on. I will put the link in the description. Help me stop this sale.
I saw one article that said it was BET and VH1.
Ew.
Just throwing that out there.
Ew. It would be exciting to me if he was going to break them out of the toxic umbrella that they are in now. But knowing what type of content Tyler Perry creates, he's going to take that dial and push it through the roof.
Yeah, it's BET and VH1.
Y'all, come on now. We can't let this happen. We can't let it happen. Come on, we're going to start taking donations. We gonna form a public collective and we going to purchase it. Let's go.
It's a minstrel show collection.
Fam, we can't do this.
VH1 reality shows, Tyler Perry.
You're going to give Tyler Perry Love and Hip Hop and an entire BET Rolodex of black films to roll out. And you going to give them to Tyler Perry. Y'all, we can't. If you give a damn, if you care at all, protest, goddammit.
Why couldn't they have given him the CW so he can turn it back into UPN and just have the trifecta?
I don't even know if I would have wanted to see that, but I would prefer it to this.
No. He would own all three of them. BT, VH1, and UPN.
Jesus Christ.
He'd bring back the Parkers.
It's not even, this stuff isn't even good. Like beyond the stereotypical toxic trash that he writes, it's not good. It's been a long time since Tyler Perry was making quality products, quality content. Yes, he has the studio. Yes, he got all the money in the world. He's filling his pockets religiously. When is the last time you talked about a quality Tyler Perry project, TV show or otherwise?
For Color Girls? Was that him?
That was almost a decade ago. More than a decade ago. Did that come out 2009?
2010.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
More than a decade ago. And it had Idris Elba in it. It's hard to miss.
Sheesh.
It had Idris Elba, and he was the father of 3 little black girls, and he was single. You know what I mean? Like, that was kind of a... Who was the love interest in that?
No, that was...
You said For Color Girls.
Yeah, that For Color Girls was with Janet Jackson, and you're thinking...
that was Daddy's Little Girls.
Yeah.
Okay. So that wasn't even his. That was just his film. That wasn't his project. Those weren't his words. He did not write that.
That was him.
No, it wasn't.
Big,
okay, yes. I'm sorry.
Not the
I will give credit where credit is due. The film itself, the visuals, the shooting, the angles, all of the actors, that was him. The content that it was based off of was not him.
Daddy's Little Girls was pretty good too. Though.
Daddy's Little Girls was okay. Shit. Don't do this, y'all. Don't. If y'all hate Mona Scott, what the fuck do y'all think Tyler Perry about to do?
Make it better?
No. Making it better would be to cancel Love and Hip Hop. And make some of our rap OGs and elders, put them in a place to actually elevate their brands in retirement, as opposed to embarrassing them in front of millions of people for clicks and advertising money and controversy. That would be making it better. Doing away with Love and Hip Hop as a show altogether. That's better. Like, you buying BET, I'm expecting a refresh of the entire Rolodex of programming. Children's programming that we can show from the time of 8 a.m. to noon. Some middle America a soap opera type of things for our elders that's in retirement to watch. Compelling content in prime time that we actually want to tune into week over week. Not the fucking Oval, not Sisters. Like, not that trash. It's garbage. It is absolute doo-doo water. And if you telling me we about to get a whole sun up to sundown menu of that, no thank you. Take that shit out of my cable package. I don't even want it in the basic. I will pay you to keep BT out of my basic package.
You hating?
Yes, I am. All right, here we go. Last one. I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time on it, but I was a little disappointed by the GOAT. MJ selling his majority stake in the Charlotte Hornets. Throwing in the towel after 13 years, man. I'm disappointed.
I am too, only because we've only known MJ to fight to be a winner
Sure.
throughout his legacy, and the Charlotte Hornets have not done that. And
this
like he's
feels a
giving
lot
up.
more like his baseball career than it does his basketball career.
Yeah,
You know, I'm a little disappointed in that. But, you know, silver lining, I'm hearing that J. Cole is a part owner. He was part of the purchasing group.
yeah. J.
So,
Cole's going to leverage that into a roster spot.
He's not going to get a roster spot. Hopefully, he's able to keep climbing the ranks and maybe acquiring as other guys sell and become a majority owner eventually. You know, if he sticks in there long enough for the opportunity to present itself, I would like to see that happen. I would love to see, you know, another majority black owner in the NBA, because I don't know if y'all knew, but that was the only one, was Michael Jordan. Was the only majority stake black owner in the NBA. And for what it's worth, he held it down for more than a decade. So it's not like he didn't feel the cultural responsibility of it. He held it down and through mostly losing seasons. A couple playoff runs in there, but never really got to where he wanted to be.
Yeah.
So, you know, disappointing, but kind of is what it is. I got one last toss-up.
Before you get there, I was just going to say,
Go ahead.
I realized when you said that about Cole that's like his hometown team.
Yeah.
And
I mean,
so,
same thing with MJ. MJ is from Charlotte.
Oh, yeah, he is. I forgot he was from
Same
Carolina.
thing. So it's like the story that feels good about J. Cole, it's times 10 for Michael Jordan. He went to North Carolina. He's from North Carolina.
Yeah.
Like, owning the hometown franchise had to have been a
forgot
dream
about
for
that.
him.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
All right, toss up. And this is
Story
courtesy
of a girl who around the whole world. Sorry. Just popped in my
had a
head.
Green Day moment there. This is courtesy of Rob Jefferson. Comments explained. I saw the meme today while I was perusing Twitter looking for takes, and he posed a very good question.
Okay.
Given the choice, Morpheus is giving you a blue pill and a red pill.
Mm-hmm.
Blue pill, you get all the X-Men abilities. Red pill, you get all of the Justice League abilities.
all
What do
that.
you choose?
X-Men abilities.
I think it's easily blue pill, and it's not even close.
Wait,
It's
what was
not
the blue
even
pill?
close.
Justice League.
Imagine having, Justice League is red pill. So imagine having essentially every power there ever is with Justice League, right? But the weakness of some small green rock that will immediately render you inert. Or if you don't have a red sun, then all of that shit doesn't matter. You're going to lose it all because you have Superman's powers, right?
Sure.
Like, I think the powers are more OD over on the Justice League side, but at the same time, they have the stupider weaknesses.
Very stupid weakness. But
I would definitely side with the look at all the magic guys over on the Marvel side. They would whoop Superman's ass. Strange would give Superman problems. I know that's gonna put some Superman fans into a tizzy, but even Doctor Strange would cause Superman some problems, which is embarrassing because Strange can't hang with most of the heavy hitters on the Marvel side.
yikes. Yeah. No, for sure.
That's my choice. Your choice is X-Men as well.
Yeah.
You guys let us know in the comments below which one you would choose and why.
I think. Well, I immediately thought of the comic books now where they are resurrecting X-Men. But
Well,
then
we're strictly talking power sets here though, right now.
Oh, okay, I guess that's technically not power. But then we're gaining all of the powers of the X-Men.
If you were simply to give me the powers of Wolverine and Charles Xavier, I think
Regenerating.
I'm pretty
psychic
sure
abilities.
I could contend with those two power sets alone. I could probably contend with just about everybody in the top 10 on the Justice League.
Yes.
Martian Manhunter, Superman obviously, Batman obviously, Flash. I not only have the telepathic powers of Charles Xavier and the healing and regenerative powers of Wolverine. I mean, what are you gonna do with that?
Yeah.
You can't kill me. I have an antimanium skeleton. Not to mention, I am the foremost powerful telepath there has ever been outside of Jean Grey. or Cassandra Nova.
Well, you would have all of their powers.
I have all their powers. So yeah, I am the foremost powerful telepath there has ever been. There's just simply nothing you're going to do with me. Superman's going to punch me. Okay, cool. I'll just regrow my chest.
Yeah.
Can he punch me before I seize his entire body with my mind? And then go on to use Superman to bludgeon all of you as I sit there and eat popcorn?
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah, I'm going to take Marvel's heroes
Superman
easily.
shoots laser out of his eyes. So does Cyclops.
So does Cyclops, right. Matter of fact, I will have Cyclops, Colossus, who can fly very fast, an Angel, all create a chimera to go whoop Superman's ass real quick. Hey, the Superman fans are going crazy. What? Not the brave and the bold. That's Batman. I keep doing that.
Yeah,
shit.
Batman. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But yeah.
Oh yeah. No. Batman's getting absolutely killed. Batman is getting absolutely destroyed.
Hey, there's absolutely no contingency for what's coming over if I take all the Marvel characters' powers and put it together. There's no contingency.
Batman is done for.
Oh, and I have the mind of Tony Stark and T'Challa and Mr. Fantastic. You're getting washed. Justice League may just be getting washed.
Batman, I keep going back to Batman. He's the first one I'm killing just to show
just to show y'all, to let y'all know y'all are fucked.
Like, you sit this man.
If you show up into the DC universe, kill Batman first to let them know how fucked they are.
This is your best. This is your king.
Is this your king? Nah, I'm your king now.
Whew, yikes. That was the last one?
That was it.
Oh my God. All right. I got a couple L's, couple dubs. My first L, this might lead to a little bit of a discussion. There is one musician. Actually, no, we were talking about Tusi earlier. Well, I don't know him for his music at all. But I don't really know Tusi at all. So there's one artist right now that's out there that I do not know him for his music anymore. He had one song. I'm going to give you the world, baby girl. You just do puppy. That was it. Everything else has been absolutely shitting on
niggas' money and apparently now kissing women against their will.
He is strictly known for being
pulling
shit
a full Jim Carrey, baby.
Yeah, he went up to Sukihana, who also I'm not that aware of. I know she talks a lot about sex, but
and she
what
threw
female
up on
rapper
a penis.
doesn't?
She threw up on a penis 2 years ago.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yep, that went viral. She was like trying to do a porn with her dude at the time, and then she like threw up on it.
Oh,
and it wasn't like a choke on it, girl, and throw up on it on purpose kind of thing.
And
that's
so
a kink.
now
it was like an embarrassing throw up on it. Yeah, she kind of used it and ran with it. She kept making prawn, and it got better. I guess. I don't know if she kept making it.
So she went viral off the one thing and just...
She went viral off of throwing up, yeah, for sure.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Anyway, YK Osiris was at some kind of event with Lil Duval and Funny Marco and some other people. Yep. And they were having some kind of conversation, which I wasn't aware of before. All I saw was the actual video clip of him like rubbing her shoulders, very Biden-esque. Very Biden-esque. So it was already pretty fucking creepy. And then he like leans over into her and then fucking tries to kisses her.
Like literally grabs her whole head and pulls it back and kisses
she was
her.
Clearly not with that shit.
You know what the funniest part to me though is that Duval was not trying to be part of none of that shit at all. Like not in the least bit. You got to see a case study in how a man is supposed to mature. Right? Yeah. YK Osiris is a young 20-something. He's young, dumb, and full of cum. And that's the type of shit that you do when you got a lot of money, a lot of influence, you around these celebrities, you think you can have the world. I can give you the world, baby girl. He think he can have it all. He parties with Drake. He bets with celebrities. He thinks it's a game. He thinks this shit is funny. You think he can do whatever the fuck he wants. So yeah, that guy is going to grab a female that he finds attractive and try to kiss her against her will. Duval, on the other hand, see all of this shit unfolding through his peripheral and don't want no parts and is focused on what he is being paid to be there to do.
Yes.
And he's not being paid neither to try and counsel this young man right here in the middle of the moment, nor is he there to fawn over Sukihana. He there to pay attention to the game that's going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a case study in a older, more mature man, as opposed to this young man who's clearly still trying to find himself and is floundering doing it.
I'm still out on if I want to give bail to him because he's young. Yes, he is.
No bail. This is
24 is
creep
old
behavior.
enough to know.
This is absolutely creep behavior.
Yeah.
But I do recognize that this is a young person who's floundering, who's clearly losing his way. I'm just not going to protect him so that he never learns his lesson. Like, this is something to be embarrassed of.
Yes.
This Absolutely. Is a moment he's going to look back on and not be fond of at all. Similarly to him letting everybody knows that he owes Drake $30,000. Like, look back on this shit and be embarrassed, because you should be embarrassed.
Absolutely.
From this point on, you should be moving totally different, bro, because this shit is embarrassing.
Well, I would have thought he would have moved differently when he was getting embarrassed.
If you don't got no big homie on your side to tell you that this shit is trifling, let me be the first. This shit is trifling.
Facts.
Do better.
And just because Sukihana is the sex rapper does not
don't mean that you can grab her and make her kiss you, fam. That's you asking for a case. And God bless her that she just wants to move on from it, and she didn't ride the wave of all these losers that just want to ride the controversy of it to clicks. Right? Like, she wants to be done with it. Let's be done with it. But you, Mr. Osiris, do better, fam, because this shit is embarrassing.
Very embarrassing. And you haven't been known for anything. You're a musician, so first of all, it should be for music.
Where's the music?
But you haven't been known for anything for the past few years but embarrassing behavior.
Where's the music, fam? Jesus, you owe niggas more money than you got streams. That's embarrassing.
Whew. And why is the label not being like, yo, we need some more music?
Album time? That advance is gone? Don't you need money? Album time.
Facts. From one very creepy thing to another creepy thing that I had to give an L to. I was actually going to mention this on last week's podcast. Or last week's W's and L's. So I was at home. I told you before, I was watching Euphoria because it was another HBO Max show that I needed to watch. And I had also come back to HBO Max and noticed that they were obviously pushing The Idol for me. And I was like, oh, that's the weekend show. That's how I knew it. And so I go on to click, watch the first episode. And the first scene was already just fucking weird as shit. Is this white girl who is at a photo shoot. And, she's being all sexy and everything like that. Turns out she's a pop star. And they zoom out, and the picture above her is 4 Chads, like the Chad meme, looking down on her as she's doing like more sexual poses. And I'm just like, is that what we're doing with this? It was a terrible shot because you got to be subtle and things like that. And that was just, for me, it was like, I
Very
see what
direct,
we're doing here. It's and then following that up with the whole thing that you were talking about earlier, where they're talking about the picture that's going around on the internet, where she had gotten. Is there
splooshed?
Okay, cool.
Splooshed.
So is there any way YouTube will allow me to say this word? Yeah. So we're already just getting into this very strange, creepy vibe of this show.
It is very creepy. The vibe is very strange. And they are teeing up The Weeknd to be the ultimate bad guy. And I just don't know why this nigga would ever sign up to play this role. Like, okay, so I was watching this sit down, right? Who was there? Viola Davis was there. Denzel Washington was there. And it was like, it was an interview. And they were talking about their experiences of actors. And this was years ago. Mm-hmm. Closer to the time where Denzel did Training Day than more recent stuff, Equalizer, stuff like that. And he was talking about a pitch that he received from a group of producers or whatever, and he dubbed it the nigga that they couldn't kill. And it was like, yeah, you're gonna come in and you're gonna this white woman, right? But stick with us, right? And they're going to do everything to try and kill you. They're going to try and burn you. They're going to try and hang you. They're going to try and shoot you. And none of it works, right? Yeah, and it's funny because it's like,
Now, from the start of that pitch, there was nothing funny.
and he called it the nigga that they can't kill. He's nicer than me because I'd have called it something worse than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's what this pitch from Levinson to The Weeknd, in my mind, that's how it went. It's like, yeah, man, you're gonna be this LA club owner / producer / just kind of enigma, right? And you're gonna kind of weasel your way into this poor, broken individual's life who recently lost her mother, is extremely overworked, and has all of these social piranhas around her, these leashes, doesn't have a single real friend in sight, and you're just gonna slither into her life and kind of take over management and producing for her and kind of slowly become the new parasite in her life, right? How's that sound? No. Like, there's absolutely nothing redeeming about this character, and it doesn't really sound particularly nuanced either. He just sounds like a predator.
Yeah.
So you're going to be the face of predatory behavior in Hollywood? That's what you're signing up to do? And your acting debut? Or not debut, he was in Uncut Gems.
Oh, yeah.
Playing a black guy with a cheating girlfriend in the bathroom again.
He was also an American Dad.
What did he do in American Dad?
He was The Weeknd.
Jesus. Well, that's infinitely better than these last two appearances.
No, it was much less creepy. Anyway, I think The Weeknd thought, well, first of all, you got Sam Levinson, who at the very least
very
has
hot name,
Euphoria, and the movie with Denzel's son and John David Washington and then Zendaya. So the movie with them, not Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Oh yeah, Malcolm and Marie.
He's
a very hot name right now.
So at the very least, he has that. So I think he thought, like, first of all, this is going to be taken serious, and he has fans, so they'll love it. And it's talking about something serious in a field that I'm in, and so obviously this will be great. And they were all excited about it. And then you start to see like promo for it. You obviously saw pictures of him with the rat tail, and I think immediately people were like, "Nah, I'm cool.
This was a role built for two types of dudes: a white dude that drives a white van with a porn stash and glasses, or a black dude with a rat tail." And why Weeknd signed up to be the black guy with the rat tail? They even mention it in the show.
They do.
Never trust a black man with a rat tail. Ever.
Whew.
I don't know why he would do that.
Yeah, and so
the show has gotten mixed opinions, but the one common theme that I've seen from people is that they are generally uncomfortable with the Weeknd's character, and that's where I'm at with it.
But at some level, I think that was supposed to be the point. So, what do you take from that, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't.
Hell if I know.
And then I haven't even seen the second episode, but I've seen the scene that everybody's talking about where he's
wilding,
and he's just making these weird faces. It's almost as if, I'm sure a lot of women think that he's attractive, but they probably didn't find that sexy.
I'm not saying he's a predatory character just because of the interactions that he's had with Jocelyn. I'm saying every character we've seen him have an interaction with so far has been
really.
I don't know about that guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. It's like a modern day Ike Turner, a more subtle Ike Turner.
Yeah. She's the only one that basically can't see at least the creepiness in it.
Yeah. I don't know.
From what I've gotten so far. Again, I haven't seen the
don't like it
yet. So, I don't know. We'll see. My last L, is going to Marcus. Interestingly enough, I didn't really listen to the first album of this rapper. Well, I'm sorry, I did listen to the first album, hated it. And I didn't listen to the second album because I'm not giving him any more chances, really. But I did happen to actually see a music video that just recently released.
You son of a bitch.
By the title of Gang Gang Gang.
You son of a bitch. You motherfucker.
And so, obviously in this video, he's doing his song Gang Gang Gang. And in the song, they are just going ham, or he is going ham on these supposed charges of a old former best friend.
Our Marcus? Fam, I'm not your Marcus. Don't you say my name. I don't belong to you.
But it just fits so perfect because then there's charges, darkest, target. Like it fits in the rhyme scheme. And so, L to...
No, it's not perfect. It's a song about one of their friends that raped a girl behind a Target, and they're just sitting around talking about it.
Well, the full song is supposed to be,
It's supposed to be, I guess.
You have
informative, yeah, do more. Name that nigga something else.
Yes, so L to Marcus. If you're gonna give me an L, I gotta give you an L for something.
If I didn't need another reason to hate Jack Harlow besides White Man Can't Jump, or them trying to peg him as white woman's great last hope, or excuse me, I'm sorry, black women's great last hope. Boy, damn! If I didn't need another reason,
yikes! Yeah, no.
Jack Why Harlow, you couldn't name him Brian? Or Steven.
Those words
or Kyle.
Charges and
or Luke.
And Target.
Or Brian. Did I say Brian already?
I think you said Brian already.
Or Brian.
I think there was another verse dedicated to somebody else, but
literally anything other than Marcus.
The clip that's going viral is
about Marcus raping a girl behind Target.
Yes.
Jesus, no. Jack.
No, multiple women, because he took multiple women to the. God, bro.
You so gonna turn? That's what you gonna turn me into a serial? Bro?
I just said L2.
I got you,
Marcus.
fam. Oh, I got you. We gonna review the Jack Harlow album. We gonna review it. I got you. Woo. Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
Get ready.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Machine Gun Kelly did another one of those freestyles, and he did it with Doughboy from Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
Future's guy.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know about that guy.
You don't know about Doughboy or MGK?
I haven't heard any kind of hits from
him.
He's
also Future's artist. When's the last time you heard of a Future artist doing anything?
Young Scooter?
Where the fuck is Young Scooter
at?
He
hasn't been anywhere recently. That's true.
I'm still talking about Young Scooter. Yeah,
I haven't heard of Young Scooter in years.
Where you been at? Future focuses on himself. See, we dog Kanye for doing that type of shit, but we let all the rest of these dudes that bring their artists around them and they never pop and just kind of, give them passes.
Doughboy put out music. It just don't ever.
Well, then if you've seen him put out content that you find quality, but just never feel the weight of it behind him, who's responsible for that?
Oh, I didn't say it was either. It was quality to me. Either.
Oh, well.
I don't know that they're hits.
Okay. Well.
I don't know if I've heard a song that I'm like, oh, put that on the radio, it's gonna go.
Well, I guess that's
me personally.
A different conversation.
Maybe
he's just not it.
As of lately, I haven't heard anything go. And then the freestyle was like, all right, bro.
Meh.
I've never thought I was gonna go. I'm ready for the Machine Gun Kelly part.
Oh shit.
Come on, bro. Wrap it up.
Well, I'm trying to hear that machine gun, bro.
Whew. Thought I'd bring that up. Anyway, on to my dubs. These are going to be some quick dubs. So at this point, I would think that the first part of our woke video series is out.
Should be out by now. Yeah. So definitely go check that out on Kazuko Slevin's page.
Shout out to Kazuko.
We did a collab with him that I am very proud of. Part 2 will be coming soon. But check out what he's got going on over there. I think you guys will be very pleased with what we assisted in, what we collabed in.
Agreed. So. And shout out to, I'm giving the dub to Kazuko because he's
perfect timing too.
He
had a great idea to release it on Juneteenth. So
and he's just been really easy to work with. I feel like it's one of those group projects where everybody puts in their own, they all get the A+, and it's just it just moves smoothly. And I feel like he's been instrumental in assisting with that so far. So shout out to Kazuko for sure. Yep. My last dub goes to Internet Karma. There is a streamer, some kind of, I think he's an African streamer. I think he might. I think he goes by something Somali or something like that.
So he's Somalian, not just African.
Yeah,
Okay.
I just can't remember if it's Somalian, and I don't want to miss. It's something like that though.
I'm not gonna lie, man. I struggle. Is it a bad thing to say this? Like I struggle between Ethiopian and Somalian sometimes. Like if you don't tell me.
Yeah.
And I obviously not about to run around and ask. So you know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean I think a lot of people in Columbus do that, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, so he is in this streamer is in Japan making content. Mm-hmm. He's a in real life streamer or IRL streamer, and so he's going around, and he's a real clout chaser in the sense that he's going around fucking with Japanese people in Japan, and he's doing shit like Nagasaki, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, Hiroshima. We the U.S. We blow this shit up. Da, 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 da. And
no, not we, they. Because they show as hell ain't do it on your black ass behalf.
Facts. Absolute bullshit. Real
They already don't want you over there. You just making it worse.
You know?
Like, they already don't want you there. Like, kind of in general.
Yeah.
And, like, you making it worse for anybody who would want to even try to go over there and enjoy themselves.
Facts. And so, I think he's done this multiple times on multiple streams or whatever. And somebody pieced that nigga up. Somebody got him the fuck up.
Bet they did, yeah.
Somebody got him the fuck up out of here.
Yeah,
so
man.
You love when
they did that over here.
Yeah.
Let alone in a place that has less than 10% black population.
Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with you?
It's just a good thing to see. You love to see it when these fucking idiot clout chasers do stupid shit.
Either them or you know what's really like I'm waiting to get the alert or the story pop up. The white boys, the white passport boys that are now going to the most dangerous areas in the world and talking shit like they won't be touched. I seen one pull up on O Block. I seen another dude go over in where was he at? He was kind of talking about the scammers and like kind of dogging the women. Oh, I think it was Cuba. And he was like, yeah, don't mess with these women because they'll, they just want to take your money and your time. But like, he was like playing them. Like he was like letting them think he was going to take them to a restaurant and stuff like that. And at the end, he kind of like left them hanging and got in his cab and drove away on them. Like, yo, you are the exact type of nigga that they will set up.
Yeah.
And you think, oh, these dumb third world country girls, let me embarrass them on film. Nigga, you are in their country. Not nigga, sorry. White boy, you are in their country. They will find you and send a completely different looking girl with a completely different MO when you're not recording and set your stupid ass up. Right. You will be the exact type of person that will end a tourist, famous YouTuber, gone missing, found 5 days later, chopped up in a barrel.
Yeah.
Because you enticing it.
Yep. Play stupid, win stupid prizes.
That's what I heard, but I guess they ain't never hear that.
Yeah. I think that's all I got.
That's it. That's it for our dubs and L's. Give us your dubs and L's and let you know or let us know what you thought about ours in the comments below. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Come back every Wednesday for another dubs and L's segment.
Absolutely. Oh, and happy Father's Day to all the fathers.
Shout out to the real ones,
including this guy over here.
Yeah, can't wait for get my babies home so we can go kick it.
Absolutely. Do some stuff. So shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to all the real ones, like you said. Make sure you subscribe because we like to do this every Wednesday at 10 o'clock. Mm-hmm. And check out our previous dubs and L's where we discussed Baby Grunk and all the bullshit going on with that. So,
peace.